Hello viewers, and welcome to your weekly program brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police. This is Crime Watch, and our aim is to work with you, members of the public, to create and maintain a crime-free and peaceful Zimbabwe. I'm your host, Tendekai Dandaradze. It's good to have you along. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, recently promoted 56 senior police officers to various ranks. The promoted senior police officers were conferred with their badges of rank at a ceremony held at Morris Depot in Harare.
This promotion exercise comes barely 6 months after the previous one and has been necessitated by the need to fill the void that was left by quite a number of senior officers who left the organization on retirement. I wish to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency, President E.D. Mnangagwa, for promoting these senior officers to the ranks of Chief Superintendent, Assistant Commissioner, Senior Assistant Commissioner, and Deputy Commissioner General, respectively. 35 superintendents were elevated to the rank of Chief Superintendent, while 14 chief superintendents were promoted to assistant commissioner, 4 assistant commissioners to senior assistant commissioner, and 3 senior assistant commissioners were elevated to the rank of deputy commissioner general. Let me remind the promoted senior officers that the nation expects unquestionable loyalty and patriotism, as well as unyielding devotion to carve lasting imprints of policing excellence on this generation and many to come. Your promotion is a culmination of the support that you have received from other officers and members of the Zimbabwe Public Police family and communities that the organization policies. You must therefore, at all times, strive to build teamwork and strong partnerships with your peers, subordinates, as well as all citizens of our great nation. They are our raison d'etre or purpose of existence as the Zimbabwe Public Police.
Deputy Commissioner General Operations, Len Mue, spoke on behalf of the newly promoted senior officers.
His Excellency, President E.D. Mnangagwa and the entire nation have reposed on us a great honor and the responsibility which demands that as the new brooms on ship march cleaner, To that end, sir, we shall therefore, with zeal and vigor, strive to enhance the organization's operational efficiency throughout.
As the festive season approaches, the Zimbabwe Republic Police is partnering other stakeholders to campaign against road accidents that have led to loss of lives and injuries. ZRP Harare Province recently partnered with Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe to educate commuters, public service vehicle drivers, and the motoring public on road safety.
Festive season tinozvati inguva yokuti tinofamba vakawanda, inguva yezororo, vazhinji tinenge tichienda kumisha, vazhinji tinenge tichishanyira hama dzedu, saka movement inowanda. Asi movement imomo ndo matiri kuti tikurudzirane kuti ngatifambei zvakanaka. Isu vachairi tisu tinobata ngoro dzemoto dzacho, ngatifambei nevanhu zvakanaka, ngatifambei nevabereki zvakanaka, tirege kumhanya handiko kusvika. Speed thrills but it kills. Kwirai passenger service vehicles akada semabhazi, mosiya private vehicles nokuti munozopinda munataisireva makwira mota dzisina kudaka. Toendawo zvekare kumapedestrians vanofamba netsoka. Mwari akatipa nzeve dzedu dzakashama idzi haana kutivharira nzeve, asi isu tikazotora ma-earphones toisa munzeve patinoita kucrossa road paya, tichatadza kunzwa mota iri kuuya, tichatadza kunzwa huta yemota, apa tichiteerera kanjiva hauchaonzwi kuti pane mota iri kuridza huta, unobva watsikwa nokuteerera kanjiva yako iyoyo. Musafamba muchitaura pamawhatsapp muchibaya foni muchida kucrossa road, zvine njodzi izvozvo zvinourayisa.
This is the first of a series of road shows we have lined up with our key partner, the Zimbabwe Republic Police. We are educating road users on good road usage in preparation for the festive season. Today we have gathered here for a road show. As you can see in the background, we have got quite a number of people who are gathered here, and we are targeting the passengers, we are targeting the pedestrians, we are also targeting bus drivers. We are educating passengers on their rights as they board buses at such terminals. They have the right to inform the police when they sense that this driver is speeding. They also have the right to report that this driver is consuming alcohol during the course of their journey. And we are also talking to members of the public to ensure that they board registered public service vehicles, such as the ones we are seeing here at Mbaremsika. So we are carrying out these awareness campaigns to ensure our drivers are sober, to ensure roadworthiness of vehicles traveling over the festive season. We don't want it to lose lives.
As the nation commemorated the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, it is sad to note that unusual cases of sexual abuse continue to be perpetrated against juveniles. The Zimbabwe Republic Police recorded 78 cases of sexual abuse in the past week alone. In a heart-rending case, a 4-year-old girl was sexually abused in early hours of the day by an unknown accused person in a Bulawayo suburb. The child was taken from her home and raped in a nearby bush. We urge guardians to keep a close eye on their children to protect them against perpetrators of such offenses. Insensitive as it may sound, we urge you to treat everyone as a potential sexual abuser regardless of relations. Crime Watch takes a short break. Stay tuned. They have cracked difficult cases without any clues, sometimes spending sleepless nights hunting down criminals around the country. They've also put their lives at stake, fighting battles with armed criminals. These brave sons and daughters of the Zimbabwe Republic Police were recently rewarded last week in Zvishavani. 87 police officers were recipients of various awards of excellence in policing, courtesy of a local mining giant, Mimosa.
The efforts by the police to create an honest, hard-working and peaceful society complement many of our values as an organization. And as Mimosa, we are happy to be associated with this event. As a member of the corporate sector, We can never overemphasize enough the importance of a lawful society, being fully aware that conducting business in a lawless society is practically impossible. We therefore appreciate the tremendous work that the police does in order to maintain the levels of peace desired by society.
Officer Commanding Police Midlands Province, Senior Assistant Commissioner Corneli Duve, officiated at the event.
I'm here specifically to say thank you for the good work performed by all the recipients of the Cop of the Month and Year Awards. Please keep it up and teach others how to do it. The entire Mimosa Mining Company management here present, please do not tire, as this program has gone a long way in motivating our police officers. I want to say thank you and wish you a successful future. A crime-free society is possible with your support.
The award winners said they were motivated to do more in policing.
I am very happy on receiving this award of the Cop of the Year. I thank the sponsors, Mimosa Mining Company, and my colleagues and my superiors for the support.
Kubanye abantu besifazana abanjengami abasebenza ku-therapy bengicebisa ukuba sisebenze ngamandla, sisebenze gadalala ukuze siphumelele njengabomama lathi saphiwa i-gender equality, saphiwa ukuba sisebenze njengabomama silingane nabadoda. Saka ngakho-ke singazikhangeleli phansi njengabomama, kumele sisebenze siqinise.
To the members of the public, I say thank you for working hand in glove with the police. All these awards which were won by some participants were because of your help.
Police have met with villagers of Cholocho in Lupane district to campaign against murder cases and other crimes of concern. This follows a number of murder cases that have been recorded in that area.
Ngithe ngibuye lapha eCholocho because ama statistics engiwabonayo, especially awokubulalana. The second one ngawokubamba inkunzi, both ukubamba inkunzi kwabantwana abancane labantu abadala. The third one ngeyokuchayana ezindlini, and the last one ngeyokuchayana in general. And ukuchayana kwangikhona lapha eCholocho, ukuchayana kwangikhona normally kuyabe kusetshenziswa weapon elimazayo. 40% of the time umuntu ithethe uyachaya induku uyagwazwa and umuntu nalo uyafa. Ungabala newspaper, you will always hear of a case from Cholocho eyokubulala.
The campaign was attended by various societal groups.
Ngilapha ukuzofaka isignature ukuthi no to crime. No to crime. Kubuhlungu esiyabe sikubala njengezinkokheli, ngezwe ubuhlungu ngento yakomagiya, ngizwe ubuhlungu ngendawo eziningi. Asizameni ngendlela zonke sincindezele inhliziyo yakho uyayibamba. Ungajaki ukunota. Asisebenzeni. Sizame ukuvala amacala.
Ukudala ngamacala lokubulawa kwabantu siyakusola kakhulu, kuyinto embi kakhulu ngoba singabantu abakhangela ukuthi kube lokuthula esigabeni. Baningi abadala amacala ukubuyala lapha esigabeni, kodwa ke amapolisi ethu eZimbabwe ZRP siyababonga kakhulu ngoba basebenza umsebenzi omkhulu. Ngoba bonke labo abadala amacala, bonke ababulala abantu baboshwa. Ngakho-ke siyababonga kakhulu. Sithanda ukuthi sisebenze ndawonye, ncedisane ngoba lathi njengabazali sinomlando ukuthi sisuse izigebengu silazo ukusebenzela ndawonye lamapolisa.
Lapha ngikhuluma ngomhlangano lo esilawo namhlanje. Ngicabanga ukuthi uzafundisa abantu bakithi babekwazi ukuthi umthetho wamapolisa usebenza njani, lathi siyizakhamizi singazincedisa njani.
Police in Mashonaland East Province joined the Human Rights Day commemorations held in Murewa recently to talk about human rights issues as well as campaign against crimes affecting the community.
We are here at Murewa Council grounds where Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission and members of the public, including Zimbabwe Republic Police and other civic organizations, have been celebrating or commemorating the Human Rights Day. We, as Zimbabwe Republic Police, have seen it fit to come and partner the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission in commemorating this day. Every citizen of this country must be enjoying. So we continue to enforce laws so much that we guard against any crimes.
Tabudiso nhunda dzedu iyo vachitiudza kuti kana machikorerwa ukodzero munoteerawo izvi nezvizvi aiwa mutambo wabudirira zvakanaka zvikuru.
Vanhu vese vanga vari pana vachaenda vachinodzidzisana nevamwe vasiri kuzwa kodzero dzavo kana dzinge dzakuchorwa. Tinotenda zvikuru nepolice force yedu irimo munharaunda munomu zvainotiitira kuti vanhu vanenge vachikorerwa kodzero dzavo vanomhanya kupolisi vachinomhangara nyaya dzavo vachipiwa rubatsiro rwakakwana. Vanhu vanenge vachikora kodzero dzevamwe vachisungwa vachienda kumakosi vachinotongwa nemusadzo vanenge vapara.
Farmers in Bulawayo were left to count their losses after purchasing genetically manipulated chickens from a fraudster.
Before me here is what is seemingly broiler chickens. If you look at these chicks, you might think they are broilers. And let me tell you, these chicks are now 4 weeks old, but they appear like 3-day-old chicks. They feed a lot, but they don't grow. At 4 weeks, broiler chickens should be about 1.5 kgs, but now these ones are 80 grams, which is a serious loss to a farmer. A Bulawayo farmer lost $10,600 to a fraudster, Amadi Ngati, who has since been arrested. He was going around in Bulawayo duping farmers, saying he was selling some chicks, broiler chicks, and farmers were preparing for the festive season. And instead he supplied them with what is not even broilers. We cannot even give the name of these chicks what they are, but they don't grow, they feed, they don't rest, they fight like road runners. 2 more people were duped in the same manner. So please, we are appealing to the members of the public to snap such private sellers so that we safeguard our monies. This is a fight against the development and improvement of our people and our country, as the police will not rest until this thing is brought to sanity. I know a number of people bought these chickens from this fraudster Amadi Ngati, and they are wondering as to why the chicks are not growing. Please come forward and report so that as we take our case to court, we will combine all the cases against this fraudster.
The fraudster had also committed similar crimes in Harare and Mutare, and this has left most farmers crying foul.
First 4 days, zazisifa inkukulezana. Awuvuke ekuseni uthole kufe 4, uthole kufe 5. Kusiyafika 15, kusiyafika ilanga lesi5, kwase kufe about 15. Mr. Mvuru wasekhuluma ukuthi inkukulezi azikhulu. At 1 week inkukulezi meze show ukuthi inkuku ezenu zinjani. That's it. Inkukulezi ziyafana naleza. Then I discover ukuthi zathi asizinikeni isikhathi, maybe sizaqalisa ukuzibona kuhle in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks time inkukulezana they were still the same size.
He posted his advert for chickens on various groups. Told that he operates under Ivins. Therefore, I booked 200 chicks from him. It's almost 6 weeks and they are not growing. They are still small, and I keep on buying food, which means I have to increase the amount of feed that I have already bought, which means I'm going to spend more than what I was supposed to spend, which will be a total loss altogether.
Members of the public are urged to purchase goods or products from reputable suppliers, as they can be easily fleeced of their hard-earned money. You should also be wary of social media messages and adverts, which are sometimes used by criminals to lure their victims. As Zimbabwe moves in to adopt new road signs in line with SADC guidelines, it is sad to note that some criminals are fighting this initiative by vandalizing road signage.
Mumazuva mashomanini achangodarika, inini assistant inspector Bindu, mupurisa wepaMaubra, takanga tiri papatrol ndina constable John. Takaona motikari ine zvinhu zvakanga yakatakura. Takamisa motikari iyoyo, tikamubvunza kuti waiendepi, nemasimbi akanga ainawo munguva dzeusiku dzakadai. Patakadai kubva tatarisa mumotokari tikaona zvikwangwari zvomumugwagwa sezvakaita magiveaway sign nemabus stop. Takabva tatobata vasungwa ava vatatu nemhosva yekuwanikwa vaine zvinhu zvinofungidzirwa kuti zvakabiwa.
We take a short break. Join us in the third and final segment. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is happy with support from members of the public, different organizations, and traditional leaders in fighting against crime. Recently, a local security company, Securico, donated a motorcycle, reflective bibs, and billboards to Mbare police station in Harare.
Private security organizations play a key role in the prevention of crime, and this in turn relieves pressure on arms of government like yourselves as the RP and the judiciary. We are aware and appreciate the diligent service rendered by Zimbabwe Republic Police to the community and nation at large. The contribution you are making as police in fighting crime is commendable. We hope and trust that our interventions will go a long way in making Harare a better place crime-wise and thus attract the badly needed investment.
The officer commanding Police Harare Province, Senior Assistant Commissioner Charles Nete, received the donation on behalf of the Zimbabwe Republic Police.
This donation by Securico Security Services is a clear testimony of the sound relations that exist between the Zimbabwe Republic Police and Securico Security Services. This occasion is indicative of the success of community-oriented policy. There is no donation which can be regarded as small because the value that it contributes to policing is immense and immeasurable. The motorcycle you see here today will greatly assist in policing, that is on quick response to crime scenes and collection of evidence before it is destroyed. The fruits of this donation are going to be enjoyed by the community. To our communities, I make a special appeal that there should be a paradigm shift from the way how we perceive the police force. We are there for you. We will take and be responsive to your demands, what you expect from us.
As the festive season fever grips the nation, let us all be responsible citizens. Avoid drinking excessively, refrain from all forms of violence. To those traveling, exercise extreme caution and abide by the road rules and regulations.
We are all aware that the festive season is now upon us. The volume of traffic, that is both the human and motor vehicles, is going to increase on the roads. The Zimbabwe Republic Police therefore calls upon travelers to be cautious. We expect would-be passengers to board registered public service vehicles. All drivers should ensure that they do not drink and drive, and if possible they should avoid traveling during the night, because most of the fatal road traffic accidents which we have recorded, particularly in the last 3 months, have contributed to some of the deaths which we have witnessed. The Zimbabwe Republic Police is going to deploy police officers to conduct patrols in all residential areas, industrial areas, and also we are going to have roadblocks throughout the country, that is on the major roads and also on feeder roads. I want to reiterate, all defective motor vehicles will be impounded. So drivers should just take note and also at the same time be warned. We also expect drivers to stop when they are ordered to do so by police officers, to cooperate and to be dealt with in the full glare of the public, not at secluded places or at private places where you have people raising suspicions.
Abachayeli bezimota lingagijimi kumanya handiko kushika. From me, Tendekai Dandaratsi, and the crew behind the scenes, pleasant viewing.